in a city environment, cities, to make things better, they have to get the information on illegally parked cars, cars parked in the wrong area, all this information, trash pickup. They got to get this information somehow, and it's been very cumbersome.
It has indeed, and I'm glad you mentioned that. Previously, the city wanted to understand what was going on at an intersection or at a given city block. What they would do is they would send out a team of interns to stand on a corner for a week and count cars. Or they would put an analog device in the road, click, click, click. And then they would multiply that over a year and try and come to some conclusion on a way to spend taxpayer money, right?
Yep.
Part of the entire SMART initiative and smart cities is having a better understanding of how we make the lives of our constituents better, and how we do that is accurate data. And we are here now to deliver the solution of accurate data in a city and roadside environment.
We're able to give accurate data and through metadata of the camera, but we're also able to give them a camera that's actually giving them real-time information too into city centers or whatever. So we're giving them really the best of both worlds on that scenario. Now, if they get all this data, what are they able to do with it? I mean, at the end of the day, they need to get funding, they need to get grants, they need to get money to make these improvements. So we're making it easier for them to get money, really, at the end of the day.
Absolutely we are, and I'm glad you touched on that. There are a number of initiatives that center around getting money to improve life. One of them being Vision Zero, which is 0 pedestrian fatalities by 2050. Okay. One of the most heavily funded grant programs in the world, not just North America.
Wow.
Right? Another one is what's called a push towards ICT devices, towards smart community, and that's intelligent communicating technology. We happen to have, at Bosch, one of the only general purpose smart city devices in the environment that speaks to IBM, that speaks to Hitachi, that speaks to Microsoft BI, and visualizes data and information to make it so that cities can operationally function and command their environment in a much more functional manner.
We're able to put these cameras out there. How are we collecting that metadata?
Well, we did it two ways. One, foundationally, we stayed away from identification to help address privacy concerns. We went a different route in the classification. So we don't care who you are, we just care what you are, right? And the second part is transparency. You will not find a smart city initiative that does not have transparency. Invariably, the T in smart city as an acronym stands for transparency. So we decided to go open source, right? We're open source, we are not a closed system, and we not only solve problems, we also help create questions. And that is what lends to a better tomorrow.
Again, we could probably go on for 30 minutes about more of how we're integrating and the metadata and what we're able to capture. But at the end of the day, you can get in touch with Lewis, you can get in touch with Bosch, or you can reach out to support@midchest.com and let us help you.